Hello. Almost everyone on Earth is affected by the coronavirus, but that doesn't mean we're affected equally. Far from it. In developed countries, the lockdown is disturbing enough. It's doing serious damage to businesses and livelihoods, and some people are going hungry. But unless things get suddenly very much worse, we should pull through. In other countries, though, right across the world, the lockdown itself is threatening to bring about a devastating famine of a kind the modern world has almost never seen. When the lockdown started, more than 130 million people were already facing acute shortages of food. Now, according to the UN's World Food Programme, that number could easily double by the end of this year to around 265 million. All sorts of things have contributed to this. People who were anyway living right on the edge have slipped over into the abyss. Earnings from tourism have entirely dried up. People who worked in other countries can't send money home to their relatives. The collapse in oil prices is affecting tens of millions of people in oil-producing countries like Iran and Iraq, and of course Venezuela. For the moment, fortunately, there are no major shortages in the supply of food worldwide, but the coronavirus has already caused huge disruption in the transportation and delivery of food. There have been violent outbreaks of rioting in a number of countries, including India, South Africa, Colombia, and Honduras, and people have been hijacking food trucks and stripping them clean. Supermarkets and grocery stores have had to bring in security guards. Oxfam India says the largest migration since independence has been going on there, as 500,000 have headed out on foot to their home districts from the big cities, quite possibly taking the coronavirus with them. And as if all this wasn't apocalyptic enough, the eastern side of Africa is enduring the worst plague of locusts in decades, with billions of new swarms on the way. The world seems to have been sleepwalking into disaster on a scale we haven't seen since the end of the Second World War. And bad though it is in the developed countries, it's infinitely worse in much of the rest of the world.